Hello. I am just popping down to the local Honda dealership. Oh, fucking hell. Great. Just to get a little chain link pin thing for my chain. And I thought I'd do a little bit of a video because it is sunny, it is nice. There's flags out for the Jubilee, which I'm all in favour of, actually. I like the Royals. I like it. I think it's good. I don't have a problem with it at all. In fact, I wish they were more flamboyant. I'd quite like the princes just to be driving around in Lamborghinis, throwing money out the window. Oh, I need a piss. I always need a bloody piss. Oh, speaking of urination, I remember I was in my student house, and I just moved into this house. It was like a shared thing, and I didn't know anyone there. And I went out and got absolutely wasted on the first night I was there. Woke up in the morning, you know, like 7 o'clock, like, really needing a wee. And so I went to find the bathroom, and as I walked past my brand new computer, I noticed it was a bit damp, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this? And it had rained heavily that night. And I was like, for fuck's sake, the roof's leaked. What's this fucker doing? I was thinking the roof's leaked, and it's fucking leaked all over my fucking computer. Hello? In fact, maybe let's just wait. Mission success. Anyway, where was I? So, I was like, fucking hell, the fucking roof's leaked all over my bloody brand new computer. Bollocks. So I rang up the letting agent. Very nice letting agent, I must say, actually. And went mental. And I was like, for fuck's sake, you know, it's fucking brilliant. They're like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, sir, I'm so sorry. We'll send one of our emergency people round. We're so sorry. Yeah, we'll take care of it, don't worry. I was like, oh, okay, alright, fine. I'll deal with it then, fine. So anyway, this bloke turns up. We have a look at the ceiling, and there's no visible signs of anything. We're like, what's going on? This is weird. This is really weird. And so he goes to look at the computer. The keyboard's in front of him. He just picks up the keyboard, and a river of liquid flows out all over the desk. He looked at it for a second and went, that's piss, mate. That's piss. Someone's pissed on it. And I was like, what? Don't be ridiculous. And then it suddenly flashed in my memory that at some point in the night I was desperate for a piss, and I obviously got confused about the locations of the toilet in my brand new flat. And yeah, I actually went up to the computer in the middle of the night and just pissed all over it. And this suddenly came flooding back to me, and I was like, and this guy was standing in front of me. He was like, yeah, that's piss, mate. It's fucking piss. I was like, oh. So I was like, oh my god, well, maybe someone must have broken in and pissed on my computer. And so anyway, so he left, and it was a rather embarrassing call I had to make to the letting agent, informing them that indeed it was not the poor, shoddy workmanship of their beautiful flat. It was in fact the lack of bladder control from one of the tenants, which resulted in heavy urination on technical equipment. It was not my finest hour. Follow the signs to Hindhead, basically, and then go south on the A3. Alright, mate. I think that was the way. I've got another really embarrassing story. Really embarrassing. I don't know whether I should say it. Maybe I'll keep you on tenterhooks. Even though the act, which it's about, Come on. Come on, because I'm going right. Come on. Even though the act which it's about is disgusting and pretty embarrassing, that's not the most embarrassing bit. It's really nerdy with a sexual twist. But going back to the pissing story, I know that was the case when it all flooded back to me, that I suddenly remembered it, because I've done it before. I'm like a sleeping pisser. Not in the bed, not for a long... Oh, fucking bird. I haven't wet the bed since I was about 6, which is fine. I think that's you know, young enough to get away with pissing in pants. But I do have a habit of, when I'm really drunk, getting disorientated and just urinating in random places. I remember once I was staying over at my friend's house, and it was his parents' house, and we went out and got absolutely blottoed, absolutely bloody bungalowed, and I was staying on his mum and dad's sofa, and in the morning I woke up and I was like, oh, my legs are really wet, my feet are wet, ugh, what's that? And they had these 2 little Shih Tzus, and I was like, oh, fucking hell, the dog must have pissed on the sofa. And I kind of, even though I vaguely remembered something, I just convinced myself that it was the dog's, because then when the parents came in, I was like, oh, hello Mrs. Bip Bip, beep beep. Yeah, I think one of your dogs might have been like, might have weed on the sofa in the night. Yeah. And I spouted all this bollocks with this disheartened feeling in my mind that in fact it was me, and I kind of remembered standing up, getting up the bed, standing up, walking to the end of it, and then just slashing all over the arm. Oh god. And it was really embarrassing the next day, and I had to strip the sofa back. I felt wrong, very wrong. But it hasn't happened for a long time. That was, I don't know, 10 years ago. 15 years ago, 10 years ago. And I don't think I've done it since. Not that I remember, anyway. Oh no, I have. Tell a lie. I was staying around a friend of mine's house, and my god, I think I've actually discovered that I have a urination problem. I've never really faced up to it. Maybe I should get some tenor lady for boys, like you put your knob in like a bag and it just inflates. Anyway, but this other story. So I was staying at a friend's house, and this was an adult friend, as in not friend's mum, and it was a girl, and she had a spare room. I think she just split up with her boyfriend or something. Anyway, I got pissed. I think I woke her up at about 3 in the morning. She lived in London and I was stuck, and I lived outside, and I was like, oh, can I stay at your house please? She's like, oh my god, okay, just behave yourself. I was like, oh, okay. And slept in the spare room. Now the spare room has got really nice pine wood floors, like stripped. It was like an old Victorian cottage, lovely little place, and these really nice stripped floors. They're quite big gaps in the middle, but anyway, really nice. So anyway, passed out, no nothing, downstairs, next morning having some breakfast, and we're in the dining room, which was directly below this spare room. So anyway, we're sitting there, and I'm like, oh Amy, have you got a damp problem up there in that corner of that room? She's like, no, I've never seen that before. No, that's not been there. What's that? We were looking at it, and she was like, as a joke, she's like, oh dude, you didn't piss yourself, did you? Ha! And I was like, at that moment, suddenly the horror memory returned, and it's not like an accurate memory, like you remember everything that happened, but you just remember, oh, hang on a minute, maybe, yeah. And I remember standing up and walking to the hearth. There was like an open fire in this room, and just standing there and just fucking letting rip. And just standing there and gushing. And the problem was that because these floorboards were all really nice stripped floorboards, obviously zero absorbency, pothole, also zero absorbency, they had massive gaps between the runners. So what happened is the piss, rather than just pooling and maybe evaporating, had just dripped down into the ceiling cavity and caused this massive fucking, I mean, it must have been that big, this massive stain on their roof, on their ceiling. And this was about 5 years ago, and now she's married with kids now, and I still go around to see her, and they've still got this fucking massive patch in their ceiling, which is my piss.